From a killer. I had to use that pick. I don't know why I used that pick. I used that pick. But anyway, it makes no difference really at the end of the day. In the long or the short of it, do you think, does it make any difference? It makes no difference. There's no clickbait-ish picture to it, unless you really have a sexual attraction to me, which is not, it's not really the end of the world. It has happened before, that's what I can say. Hello to the one thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much. You are welcome in the space with me, and I want to thank you, truly. Of course, it's you, MJD, and Octorian who? Aquarian Star. Greetings. How you been? I've been good. Thank you very much. I've been good. So at least it is working. You can hear me. The hypocrisy. I had a whole lineup about the hypocrisy, but I mean, it just gets a bit too much when the government and the FBI and the federal people get involved with this bullshit. Bullshit. They're all fucking involved. Everybody's involved. This is my point. What's the point in throwing accusations at people who make accusations? I don't understand it. What is the point of it? So one man died. One man died, and the whole world wants to kill another woman for that. Do you know that? It's actually quite scary. Oh, wow! Aquarian Star. Yes, have you been watching me? I was wondering about you and thinking about you a lot. MJD, please, I don't know how for you to give this man a big kiss on his cheek. Wonderful, wonderful. You know, my angel cards, my Doreen virtual angel cards were gifted to me by this amazing, a wonderful YouTuber called Aquarian Star. Aquarian Star, thank you very much. I have to thank you. And everybody thanks you. Your cards bring the whole pull and the whole reading to a full completion. And you knew that somehow. And however evil you may be, I say that tongue in cheek, however nocturian or man of the night you may be, I still thank you. And that's how life is and how life has treated me, that I get blessed by the light and by the dark, I have you know. And most of the dark are inspired by the light. So it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. MJD, I mean, my Mary Jane Donut, I mean, she lives in New York, and she has, she's been through the mill of it, the hard times. And Aquarian Star, you know who I am and who you are, and we spread our love. And that's what we do, Aquarian Star. You and me. We spread our love around for us to um, show love and shining to the rest of the world that we can give back to everyone. And when we give, it means the rest of the world receives. Some people won't understand what I'm saying now, but it's the truth. When we give, the rest of the world receives. And we live to give. And we give ourselves freely, basically. There's no price you can put on what you can give. There's a saying, there's a story. One economist is walking with another economist. They're walking in where should we put them? In the jungle in Brazil, or in the Serengeti in Africa, or in the tundra in Russia. So they're going for a walk. There's these two economists, and the one economist says, "Oh, look, there's a little shit. The dog made a little shit. It pooped. The dog pooped. I'll give you $100 if you eat that dog's poop." And the other economist thinks about it and says, well, I'm going to make $100. So he eats the dog poop. And the other economist gives him $100 for eating the dog poop. He said, well, there we go. You ate it. And so they carry on walking. And then they come across another heap of dog poop. And the other economist, the one that ate the dog poop previously, decided to say, well, look, Mr. Economist, there's a heap of dog poop. Why don't you eat it? And if you eat that dog poop, I'll give you $100. And the first economist said, well, let me think about that. If I eat this heap of dog poop, then I will get $100. So the economist ate the dog poop. And both economists were very happy after that, and they carried on walking, both filled with dog poop. Quite chuffed with themselves, you see. And they carried on walking, and they realized that there was no more dog poop. So the moral of the story is that economists don't give a fucking damn about anything. They will propagate and seed any economy, and even if they have to eat some dog poop for it. So much intellectualism is there. Yes. There's the dog poop for you and me. So I hope you're well on this wonderful Wednesday, hump day. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Well, from Africa, it's not Wednesday in America yet. Well, it is, maybe. It's not Wednesday night. We're all waiting for the next installment of Lucille Ball. No, what's her name? Candace Owens. It's the next installment, yes. Aquarian Star. I'm glad you're doing great, thank you. I'm glad I could have helped. Thank you. We are but servants to the collective. I salute the divinity in you. Thank you, Aquarian Star. Wu Tang 65767 says, that is the dumbest story I ever heard. Well, have you ever spoken to an economist, darling? No, I don't think you have. It's supposed to be dumb. It's supposed to be fucking dairy dumb. Dumbleberry. Who's the berry now? Hmm? Did you change your name quickly? I hope you did. Dumbleberry. Wu Tang. Exactly. That's the whole point. It's stupid. Well, thank you. Trust the Aquarian to understand. And I have to tell, it's like, I hope you're watching, um, what's your name? Dot underscore. I hope you're watching now. There's another Aquarian that gave to me. Yes, he gave me, and he did it. I don't know. It was like strange. The whole devil worked. The devil sometimes works in your favor. You know that. Somehow, some way, and I got this deck of cards. But now, my problemo is, yeah, if you're listening, Dot, you promised me a deck, but I know, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to post a deck of cards to Africa. It'll take 6 months. And I don't expect anyone to post me a fucking deck. I actually have to paint, create, make my original Lionese tarot deck. Yeah, I have to art it. I have to create it. I have to paint it. I have to do it all myself. I'll do it one by one by one. 72 cards. I will do it. I will make my own deck. And then I will sell it to the world. The market is mine. I will get it printed and market it. And yes, it will be $100. Yes, $100. My very own deck. The Lionese Tarot Tracks deck. I wonder if I should combine it with an extra deck of cards. But I mean, we all got playing cards. We can all play with cards. The cards, playing cards, I noticed it's so strange. I've got this other person I'm subscribed to, a tarot reader, South African one, who grew substantially in the last year. And to me, it seems like he feels a little bit of, he's a miss. Because now all of a sudden, and he never uses the cards. You know, when I use the cards, I make the card the subject. It's not my face. You're not looking at my face. You're looking at the card. You're hearing my voice, but you're looking at the card. Most of the tarot deck readers, and that's what Mel said to me, it's like, do what the other tarot readers do as well. Darling, they show their face. He said, I'm not going to show my face until I got my set of teeth. Until I've got my teeth, then, okay, I will show my face. But right now, I'm not showing my face. It's too much. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to anyone who tells me I'm wrong. But anyway, I am watching my fellow readers that are got 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 900,000 subscribers. And I watch what they do. And of course, you got to try and incorporate what they do and be more, and not just more, just be intuitive to the cards and feel the story. So it's tough. That's all I'm saying. It's it's not tough. You know when it's tough? It's tough when you're making up a story. And I've seen too many times that tarot readers online, and they're bigger than me. They're bigger than me. They're not big, 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 but they're bigger than me. And you see them spinning a story. And that's what I dislike. And most people, I'm sure, dislike it when you hear the story being spun. And maybe it's happened to me as well. Sometimes when I do a pull, then maybe I take my own personal life and I get that involved with a pull. But I mean, isn't that automatic? That you're touching the cards. There is going to be a little bit of something in you that's going to actually, how did you come? That's going to be connected with the cards. And so, in a best to actually express the cards with your own story and your own expression and your own feeling. And I still fail. I try, but I'm still trying. I haven't got there yet. And I'm not talking about the subscribe account or the view account. I'm talking about my actual channeling of the cards and interpreting of the cards. I'm still learning to find the best interpretation. And I'm glad if you join me on the journey of this. But I do try and keep it as clinical and precise and impersonal as we go along, because it is a collective pool. And even if it was a personalized pool, which I've done very little of, but I've done a few personalized pools, and it's, you don't want to know what the other person's real life may be when you do a personal pool, because then you put your own judgments into their personal life standing. If you don't know the other person on the other side requesting the pool, all the better, because then there's no contamination of the pool. Aquarian Star says, I'm going to have to get a funeral plans to place tomorrow for funeral on Friday. So take care. I'll check in again. Hey. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aquarian Star. Tell me, is it your better half? Who is it that you're putting the funeral plans in for? Oh, I must unblock you. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a scary, nasty, horrible world that we live in. And no one's to blame. Not even you. You are not to blame for your own choices. Do you even know that? That's how divine we all are. The truth is, no one is to blame. There should be no blame. Your godfather passed away, lost 3 people in 9 days. 3 people in 9 days. Ah, sorry for your passing. I'm terribly sorry. My condolences. Everybody send love to Aquarian Star. I'll give you a wrench. My first South African wrench. I'm giving a South African a wrench. Well, he gave me a deck, my angel cards. And he didn't like the angel cards, actually. That's why I gave them to me. Most tarot readers won't like the angel cards. It's fine. It happens. The angel cards are there to uplift you. And I don't know if you know that Doreen Virtue, she's got quite a history. Do you know the history of Doreen Virtue and those angel cards? And I don't know if she created those cards before the history started or after the history started. But Doreen Virtue went on a huge Christian finding Jesus trip. I don't know if you know that, Aquarian Star. She went on Oprah back in the day. I think it was the 90s. Not that I knew about it, only since I got the deck of cards and I found out about Doreen Virtue, but from the little bit that I do know, she converted back to Christianity from the occult and denied all her work in tarot because, and that's why I can't say I'm a Christian. I'm not allowed to because Christians will not allow me to call myself a Christian. That's why I say. And then they want to judge me for calling myself a retired Christian. I've got nothing against any Christians. I'm only against the Christian mafia. And that's quite evident today. There's a Christian mafia. A Christian mafia. Have you heard of it? And it stretches the world, the globe. Aquarian Star, she has built up quite a reputation. I'm just not too sure. Did she build up the reputation before Oprah or after Oprah? Or was it during? You never know with it because, I mean, Oprah is not like the most sanitized individual in celebritydom. She's not sanitized at all. Let them judge who is free from sin and pure of heart, for mankind cannot judge. Well, it's judgment that sometimes we seek, you see. That's the problem. And justice. We seek justice. And that's my new. Ooh, this one I'm going to play with. Because as you see, I'm on YouTube, and there is something that's called YouTube Studio. It's an app for YouTube creators. And I've become monetized in the past year. I've been monetized for a year now. And of course, once you monetize, you're going to look at the app every day. It's like, did I make another 10 ZAR? Did I make some more money? Did somebody tip me? Did I make some money? Did I get more subscribers? Did I get more likes on that video? How many people watched that video? You want to go and look at that app. I'm telling you now, I had the shock of my life. You don't want to have the YouTube Studio app on your phone or even near you. You want to delete the YouTube app because it lies to you daily. And that's why, yes, Aquarian Star, remember the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Exactly. You don't need no app. You don't need an app. You already know. Stop worrying about the fucking app. Because the app is going to lie to you. Don't believe the algorithm. You know what? The math ain't mathing with the all infamous algorithm. Or, don't get me wrong, I'm on the side of technology and AI. I want AI to succeed. I do. So that these judgmental fools that work in companies that are actually paying for their children's schooling. That's how bad I feel. Because these people do this job for a living. It's an acceptable job. It's not prostitution. It's acceptable. They pay taxes. It's an acceptable job, and it's going to be diluted in the next 5 years. It will not exist anymore. These call center operators will have nowhere more to go. What are they going to do? It will their job is the next one gone. Off with their heads. I don't even have to say it. It's already done. AI has overtaken them. It's the end of the road for call center operators. It's the end of the road. They've got nowhere to go, no job to do, no people to call. No more. It's over. You got no job anymore. What you gonna do now? You got any talent? Hmm? Do you have any talent? Well, you could run fast at school. Could you? Oh, I don't think so. Maybe not. Could you draw? Could you do some? Were you creative? No, no. Hmm? All you can do is call people on the telephone. Where's the telephone now, darling? You got your earpiece. You're going to dissipate into the nothingness and you will be irrelevant. Big job you have, hey? So important. You make so much money, you can pay for those school fees. Ah, I'm so happy for you. Yes. Call center operator. It's like in the old days, we had the telephonist. Eh? My granny was one. She was a receptionist for a big, big corporation. She was. There's no such thing anymore. It's all automated now. The robots will answer the phone. No need for human beings. It's over. And I'm so happy for that. Because of the treatment the way I've been treated by call center operators. May you diminish into the nothingness, like mechanics and telecom. Disappear, like AT&T, my dear. Nothingness, just nothing. What a blessing it is. Anyway, it's just a short little video. I wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you, Discord, to all my friends on Discord, the new family. I'm new to Discord. Thank you for being so gentle. You know, I found a gentle bunch, understanding, forgiving, loving. Isn't that fucking nice? Where you find people that are actually just unjudgmental towards you. No judgments. Just if you support me, I'm going to support you. Doesn't matter what sex you are, what sex you after, or how many kids you have, how old you are, who your friends are. You support me, I support you. It's as simple as that. It takes a while for people to understand that. Well, there'll be some people, you know, that actress. There always is that actress, and she is a different kettle of fish. And we all understand that. I mean, she expects a certain amount of, you know, it's like the elites. The elites get a different hearing from the courts. The elites, they may not like you, but they just have to fall in line with how it understands you. Anyway, just a short show for today. I want to thank you for joining me. And I want to thank again Aquarius Star. Thank you for joining me again. You have joined me before, long time ago. And I want to thank you for the deck, Doreen Virtue's Oracle deck. You are so beautiful to me. I don't know. I must probably have you blocked on my phone. I must look to unblock you, but maybe not. It's good to see you here anyway. I hope I see you back here again. Have a good night. Mary Jane D, do you want me to pull a card for you? Let's pull a card. Why don't you, after all that, may as well pull a card. We may as well pull a card for Aquarius Star. Aquarius Star. Let's pull a card for Aquarius Star. A tarot card for Aquarius Star. Giving and receiving. The conduit of love. Breadcrumbs. There's something for you here, Aquarius Star. You must be left. But this is giving and receiving, thanking. And because you give, you will always receive. It's when you give, you open up the conduit of receiving. And then you become open to receiving money. It's as simple as that. Look at that. Capricorn. I think Aquarius Star is still involved with the certain Capricorn, and this is the Capricorn card, the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, the Hangman, not sure. The Devil. Toxicity. There's this offer of love coming towards you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Getting away with murder. Your hopes and your wishes and your dreams come to pass for a short while. Why? Because you prayed for it, you tried for it, you attempted it, you planned it. So there's many options on the table, and you're waiting for your ship to come in, and maybe the ship comes in. Maybe it does. But for now, you're feeling wounded, overpaid. I mean, overworked and underpaid. Terrible thing. Hey, hey, hey. And of course, these are the famous cards that I got from Aquarius Star. A wandering warlock you are. Yes, let's get one for you. Aquarius Star. What angel do you think you are? I think I remember which angel. Oh, hello, Sippy. How you doing? Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate it. I'm going now anyway. I'm just doing, and he's not even here. But I wonder if the card that he showed me when he gave me this deck. Oh, there's a card now. Ray. Oh, do you hear that? Aquarius Star. Yoga and exercise. Yoga and exercise are essential for your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. That was not the card that he loved. Oh, yes. And Archangel Michael, Aquarius Star, says, I am with you, giving you the courage to make the life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. I hope that helps you, Aquarius Star, but I don't think it's here anymore. Cops getting busted left, right, and center. Yes, I saw that you sent me that message, didn't you? Is it a video of the FBI? Sippy. There. Let's look at this quickly.
Including 14 current and former Mississippi and Tennessee police officers in a drug-related bribery probe.
For 3 years, the Mississippi Delta had been fighting the same war: drugs, poverty, and corruption. But in 2025, federal agents uncovered something far worse. The enemy wasn't outside the system. It was inside the badge. Operation Shattered Shield began in 2022. A joint investigation by the FBI, DEA, and the Department of Justice. It lasted more than 36 months. Agents collected over 50 hours of undercover recordings, 27 video files, and tracked bribes reaching into the tens of thousands, with some payments reported as high as $37,000. It started small. A few drug seizures that didn't match the records. Evidence marked as destroyed reappeared on the streets. A patrol sergeant's bank account suddenly showed regular cash deposits, small but steady. When forensic accountants dug deeper, they found nearly 20 suspicious transactions, each just a few $1,000s, but perfectly timed. From there, the FBI went undercover. Agents posed as traffickers, moving meth and fentanyl through the Delta. Over 2 years, they recorded 52 paid escort runs. The price? Around $3,000 per trip. Some officers even used real patrol cars, lights flashing, sirens on clearing the highway for cartel convoys. They called it running the shield. When the indictments were announced in late October 2025, federal officials charged 20 people, including 14 current or former Mississippi Delta law enforcement officers. A total of 20 defendants were charged with drug trafficking, bribery, and abuse of power. 8 of them had previously received community service awards. U.S. Attorney Clay Joyner called the allegations a monumental betrayal of public trust. The shock spread across the town. In Greenville, one resident said, "I'd rather hear about the cartels than find out my own police were the smugglers." But the final numbers told the real story. Federal filings say the scheme involved the transportation of about 25 kilograms, roughly 55 pounds of cocaine. So the question isn't who betrayed the badge. It's how long did everyone else stay silent? It
But Sippy, this is exactly what's happening in our country right now. Our top generals, our top commissioners of police, the top people that are in charge with investigations of who investigates the investigators, they are all in cahoots. They are all drug smugglers, human traffickers. They all are in it for the money. And it's not just the normal people that are on the ground, not just these cops that are in uniform. It's their bosses that are actually the perpetrators of all of this
If you believe the
business.
truth still matters,
In my
like,
country
share, and subscribe.
and in yours.
Because what comes next goes deeper than anyone expects. When Operation Shattered Shield moved past the arrests, agents turned from the streets to the spreadsheets. They stopped looking for drugs and started looking for patterns. Between 2022 and 2025, investigators documented dozens of controlled escort operations across 3 counties in Mississippi. Each escort moved multiple bricks of narcotics, often packaged as kilogram loads of cocaine or methamphetamine. Payments to officers ranged from several $1,000s per trip, with total documented payouts reaching over $35,000, according to federal filings. More than 25 kilograms, about 55 pounds, of cocaine were later traced back to shipments those officers had escorted. The pattern was consistent. A call came in. A convoy moved at dawn. Dash cams were off, GPS logs edited, and reports filed late. No violence, no shootouts. Just procedure. Federal analysts compared fuel receipts, duty rosters, and bank statements. They found multiple accounts receiving regular cash deposits from businesses that existed only on paper. 2 of those shell companies were registered by a former city contractor, now under indictment for fraud. At least several vehicles, funded by local public safety budgets, were used for trafficking escorts. These facts painted a different kind of corruption. Not emotional, but administrative. The machinery didn't hide crime. It processed it. Reports were signed. Audits were passed. No alarms rang. According to the U.S. Sentencing Commission, about 41% of public corruption cases involve bribery. The average sentence, around 2 to 3 years. In Mississippi, the median pay for a deputy is under $50,000 a year. A single escort run could equal a month's salary. Incentive wasn't a mystery. When questioned, most officers didn't deny it. They called it side work. They said their departments were underfunded. They said everyone did it, one way or another. It's a familiar story in small-town America. Systems under pressure, adapting to survive. But when adaptation means cooperation with crime, where does the line blur into policy? By mid-2025, FBI officials no longer spoke about a few bad cops. They spoke about institutional design, how process itself can protect the guilty. Every missing signature, every delayed report, every small favor was a bolt in that machine. Silence wasn't a reaction. It was a procedure. And once a procedure learns to defend itself, truth needs a warrant to get in. By late 2025, after the major arrests and internal audits, Operation Shattered Shield shifted focus. The logistics were mapped, the routes were traced, but one question remained. Why did it hold together for so long? Federal interviews with more than 20 defendants began to draw a new outline. The network hadn't survived on cash alone. It survived on loyalty, a kind built inside the badge itself. Most of the departments involved were small. fewer than 20 officers, low pay, high turnover, no oversight. In that vacuum, a culture had taken root, not of crime, but of favor. Do something for someone, and one day, they'll do something for you. Agents discovered text threads where officers coordinated escort schedules and group chats labeled simply family. The word appeared dozens of times across phone extractions. Inside, they shared patrol routes, checkpoint updates, even DEA movement. No directives, only trust operationalized. Just quiet cooperation. Financial analysts traced more than $80,000 in irregular transfers linked to over 10 people. Only a small part.
Let's see if there's any communication from the old dodo bird. The doodah bird. Is the doodah bird speaking? No, she's not speaking.
So 3i Atlas is not here to save us. It's not here to destroy us. It's here to ask, what signal are we attuning to? So if you're attuned to okay, no judgment. That's your DNA receiving that signal, resonance. Okay, if you're calm, not urgent, and you're just seeing it for what it is, cool. That's your DNA seeing it for what it is. If you're thinking like, oh my God, it's gonna come, it's a comet, it's gonna crash, you're attuned to the Armageddon false software, end of the world. So 3i Atlas is not here to save us. It's not here to destroy us.
No, nothing. Wait, what's that?
What if your soul is being tracked, tagged, and mapped? Not by governments, but by an invisible artificial intelligence system, which we call 3i/Atlas. Atlas is an acronym for Advanced Tracking Logarithmic Ascension System. It was originally developed by fallen ET.
That's bullshit. I thought it was. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not a system. No, it's bullshit. That's a lie.
The 3i Atlas is an interdimensional soul harvesting system. It uses scalar technology to soul harvest.
No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, Rose. It's bullshit.
With Molly McCord. Thank you so much for joining me today as we take a look at the astrological energies from November 12th until November 19th, as we currently have 6 planets in retrograde until the end of this month. That's a big deal. It means that the next few weeks involve the most intense review energies of this year. So what is coming up for you to review, reconfigure, reprioritize, and reflect on that actually holds a lot of meaning around what you're finalizing in your life? It's that big. It is that big. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more in today's show in case that's really validating for you and anything that you might be moving through at this time. Now, in this podcast, I discuss astrology through an intuitive evolutionary lens. This is for multiple reasons. One is because we're meant to get out of our heavy reliance on the mind, logic, details, rationale. We have to navigate our lives with that focal point. But this particular podcast is meant to take you higher into your intuition, into trusting what you feel and what you sense, because this is where humanity is going. This is the direction we're heading. And I know that many of you already use this every day. In fact, it's how you've been living your life. But for those who are new to this podcast, this is something that I offer as a bridge to support you in working with these cosmic energies while remaining open to more of the vastness of your own talent, skills, and abilities. Intuitive astrology is also the way that we are moving ahead in this particular field, where we build upon the foundations and the basics. We always refer to the basics of astrology. Those are always important, but we're meant to evolve everything in our lives. And this is an exciting time because honestly, we don't know where astrology is going to go here in the next few years or even decade, but it's a guiding force that directly shows us what we're experiencing, our themes, cycles, phases. It gives us that beautiful map to what our soul is here to move through in this lifetime. And so by bringing in more of a focus on intuitive astrology, we're able to tap into some of our own internal messages and guidance that perhaps we overlook or we don't give a lot of attention to it, especially when we're in the mind so much. So it's my joy to share with you this version of astrology to support you. I'm delighted that so many of you resonate and love it, and that it's something that you're also practicing in your own life. We are all intuitive. We all have psychic gifts, and astrology can be one way that you continue to practice what you're feeling and sensing. I believe it's also a part of our awakening, where we awaken to more of our innate psychic abilities, intuitive downloads, channeled messages, and so much more, because of how the planets speak to us through their energetic signatures. Not to mention all of the big dynamics that are unfolding in the cosmos in our solar system right now. For example, the sun is very active this week, and we are moving through a severe geomagnetic storm. It's actually a G4 geomagnetic storm, which is a really big deal. A G4 is rated as severe, which can bring in possible widespread effects to various grid systems, disruptions to communication infrastructure. So basically, more potential glitches, instability, and inconsistencies in connecting to, say, for example, your Bluetooth device or getting internet or Wi-Fi coverage in certain areas. All of this stems from the super powerful CMEs coming from the sun. And we also have something underway that's related to the X5 class solar flare, which is called a ground level event. And a ground level event is very rare and significant because it only happens once or twice during each solar cycle. So we can see that the sun is really dynamic right now. It's really evolving and transforming. It's very alive with some powerful energetics that then get blasted onto our little blue and green marble of a planet. And not only does it affect the planet and our various infrastructures and systems, but it affects us. So the sun is blasting this energy to basically support your own transformation, to bust you through any blockages or limitations that maybe you're holding in your own personal electromagnetic field. The sun is very alive, and this is something you can consciously work with and work through, where maybe the sun is really showing you the depths of Scorpio energies you are holding. Maybe it's bringing up some really big fears, some strong emotions. Maybe there's a lot being triggered here that's actually working in your favor, because now it can no longer reside in your unconscious or in the shadow, and it's being burst forward. It's being busted out to a place that you can't ignore it. You have to see it or you have to feel it, which means you could also feel really drained, exhausted, tired, hungry. You might have more exaggerated symptoms this week with the sun being so powerful and so strong in its own metamorphosis. And metamorphosis is, of course, an energy we relate to Scorpio season. And when it's coupled with the strong CMEs and solar flares, as well as this ground level event, huge changes are underway that are actually helping us move into the next version of ourselves. It's helping us evolve at a core physical level, emotional, intuitive, and spiritual levels as well. And it feels like this is going to be playing out here to assist us with some powerful upgrades. That's how I'm feeling this. So of course, take it if it resonates for you, is that powerful upgrades are happening where Scorpio season wants us to evolve, and we're meant to move into a new version of ourselves, and the sun is deeply assisting. Now at this time, as I mentioned, we also have 6 planets in retrograde: Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Chiron, Uranus, and Neptune are all retrograde at this time, helping you slow down and assess what needs to be cleared out within me. What am I closing up at a very deep core level of my being that honestly could be so intense at times you don't know what to do with it? But this is a finishing up of a cycle that's much bigger than this particular Scorpio season or even a different time in your life. You might feel you're moving through something so deep and so intense that you've never experienced before in your life, and it's deeply shifting you. This is a beautiful gift. This is part of the divine plan. And how I'm feeling this is that the sun in Scorpio is where we go into the dark, where only the eyes of the soul can see the frequencies that reside there. So in the darkness, your 3D eyes won't work. They won't get you very far. But you have other senses that come alive that navigate you outside of the physical domain of the five senses. And it's when we tap into what the soul is seeing that we understand more that we didn't realize before. And so Scorpio season is a time to go into the depths of your multiple energy layers. And sometimes those energy layers, they get tangled up and intertwined. They get all wrapped around each other and you lose sight of what's the real meaning here. What's the truth? What am I meant to realize? So I feel that part of Scorpio season is that the eyes of the soul guide us to what we need to untangle so that we can get into the truth of something that our soul has been guiding us to understand. It can be a very private and internal energy. Of course, it requires intentionality, consciousness, and intelligence to understand what that is for you. But Scorpio season can reconnect you to what you've lost along the way, where you have been disconnected from a part of yourself, a part of your truth, a part of your needs, and your own power. And so when we take into consideration how active the sun is, all 6 of these retrogrades, including Mercury retrograde, are unfolding, and that we're in this big Scorpio season energy, you're being guided towards a powerful upgrade in your life that could potentially change the trajectory of your life based on what you're realizing and discovering within yourself. That energy is very strong right now as we move through November, but it's strongest in the silence. It's strongest in the pause, and the retrograde planets are supporting you in slowing down, going within, listening to their messages, and becoming more aware of who you really are at a core level of your being, which has nothing to do with the external world or the chaos or energies flying around. This is about you and your soul, and the sun in Scorpio wants to guide you into that reconnection, to support you merging with the wisdom and power of your soul so that you can travel forward with it without leaving behind who you really are, what you really need, or anything that is related to the truth of your beingness. I feel it as a very deep reconfiguration is happening here. And if you were to close your eyes and just visualize those intertwined cords or parts of yourself that have been wrapped up and messed up into some convoluted expression, as you start to loosen it and soften it, there's more that starts to fall away, and it just falls away with grace and ease, and it's not even you. It's not even a part of your true essence or your true self. And I think that's part of what these retrograde planets are bringing us back to. I also think that this Mercury,
Understanding more that we didn't know before. I'm changing the name of this video to that which I just said. Understanding more to what we didn't know before. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching. Salani Gardi, Hambani Gardi. Remember, life gets tougher, but we get smarter, and we think we outsmart ourselves, but we don't. We just get dumber. But anyway, tschüss. Salani Gardi, Hambani Gardi, ek is lief vir jou. Ich liebe dich. Siyabonga, rilabong, hankiyabonga. Life gets tougher, but we get smarter. And if we try a little bit harder, it does get better indeed. Peace. Shalom. Thank you, MJD. You are delicious to me. Sayonara, au revoir, tot ziens. And you too, Rose. Love you. Bye.